It was 2 weeks, wasn't it, Alira?
He
2
is,
weeks.
yeah.
Aren't you just so excited?
Oh wait, I thought you meant the character. Okay, yeah, the manga is back. Yeah, true.
Oh, that chains. Who cares? Shut up, Alira. You don't know nothing about
That's what I thought
anything.
you were referencing.
Fuck this chapter. Chainsaw Man chapter 124, BFF Creek Door by Tatsumi Fujimoto, Alira.
Yeah, true.
And there might be a little bit of worry in your heart, Alira, but on the second page, Amanda and Sabrina, they're right there.
Yep, that's right.
Now, Alira, this is a momentous occasion. Do you understand?
Why are you getting quieter?
I didn't get quieter.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
This is a momentous occasion, Alira. You know why?
No.
Because, Alira, I've been reading a little bit of Chainsaw Man Part 2 between our 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
How many, let's just take a guesstimation, Alira. How many chapters do you think I've read between 2 weeks ago and right now?
Like maybe 15 chapters. No,
oh, 15 chapters, Alira. What, do you think the number is higher or lower than that?
I would guess lower, but... Yeah.
Alira, I have read 80 chapters of Chainsaw Man Part 2 in the last 2 weeks. 80.
80 or 18?
From Fumiko's introduction chapter to this chapter, I read all of them.
No way.
I read most of them last night. Chainsaw Man Part 2 is so good, Alira. Can you believe it?
No way. I don't know. This is not your mess with.
This is 100% true.
80 chapters.
Let me tell you something.
Crazy. I can't believe that.
Fumiko showed up. We had to break Denji out of prison. There was one with there was another big fight. Aging Devil, Alira.
True, the Aging Devil.
And I have many copious amounts of notes, Alira. Should we talk about them at the beginning or perhaps later? Because maybe some people clicked on this video and they want a review of this chapter.
Yeah, save it for the end, yeah.
Now let me just scroll down because I put them in my Let's Talk About Denji's Goonerism script because I didn't know, and there is about a page of notes, Alira. I got theories. I know everything about Chainsaw Man Part 2. You don't remember shit.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, you probably remember better than me now, yeah. Oh my god.
I told you it was going to be momentous, and I told you it was going to be a long one, so we had to hurry up. But I guess we'll talk about this.
I never thought this day would come.
You know, I thought, because I did have some time today, I was like, what if I just read, like, the first, I'm missing, like, 40 chapters or something, and then I could legitimately say I read the whole thing again. But I already read those first chapters a bunch, like, twice, Alira. But I did go back and read, actually, one of them, because I wanted to look at Us's first instance of her dream. That's important for many theories. You know, she was running through an alleyway and there was chickens on the ground. And then she gets to the end and she sees something. But we don't know what it is yet.
Darkness.
Yeah, but that's just because the alley's dark. Obviously, somebody's standing there. Anyway.
True.
Now, remember, Alira, at the end of the last chapter, the great Yoshida, he blew himself up. Oh, Alira, this should be the headline story of the review. You know what it should be?
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
What?
That she didn't show up.
That dumb bitch ain't here again, Alira. It's terrific. Oh my goodness gracious. It's raining, it's a school, there was an explosion, and the Great Barum showed up instead. Oh, this is the greatest. I love the Great Barum. We're looking at him right now.
It was pretty great.
This Barum guy, Alira, he's hilarious. I love him.
Yeah, I like him too. It is crazy. If she's not showing up here, I don't think she's showing up by the end of part 2. I think this would have been the time, you know, tying with the meta of like the movie and everything. I just don't think she's coming.
Alira, I'm looking at the date today. It says 17th of the 9th of 2025, and I believe that's the day the movie comes out, right? Or is it the 19th?
I think it comes out in 2 days.
It's an odd number. See, I know everything, Alira. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm a Chainsaw Man expert. You know what was defeating, Alira, is when I watched some YouTube videos talking about theories and stuff, and they were referencing stuff I didn't remember from part 1. So that was pretty devastating, where I said, I still can't keep up. But one day, Alira, I'll know everything about Chainsaw Man. Makima has a speech about something, and I didn't remember it, Alira, because that last arc of part 1 is boring. Anyway.
It's so good.
Yoshida blew up or something, Alira. Nobody cares. Yoshida, take him or leave him in this reread. I'll tell you what. He's not even in B team.
You know, if there's one thing I learned from last chapter review, it's that people really cared about Yoshida.
True, these idiots were yapping. But the Reddit section is later, Alira. But they'll...
You know what? Wait. Actually, let me say, last time, I was where I thought it was like more of a joke and like, oh my god, Yoshida, whatever. And I still think it's a joke, the fact that he died or whatever. I don't think it's like a serious
What?
reason.
You didn't think it was a joke?
How
I thought it was a joke. You got mad at me.
no, you thought it wasn't gonna last. I thought it was
Oh,
gonna
it
last,
did
and I thought it was
last.
a joke. Yeah. But no, it did last. Oh my god, I got so distracted. Oh yeah, after the discussion last time, I saw a bunch of TikToks about Yoshida, and one of them, unironically, got me a bit emotional. I was like, oh my god, this is that guy
Oh, I
that
think
we've
you already
like,
talked
known
about
for,
this
like,
on
so
stream
long.
or something.
Maybe,
Because
yeah.
I've
But
heard
it
this
was
talking
it
point
actually got to
before.
me. I was like, man.
And
Poor
they only
Yoshi,
like him
yeah.
because he's a very pretty boy, Elitery. Don't be
Yeah, maybe.
fooled. Now, I do remember we got a comment last time, Elitery, from MIIX-C6K. Now, this was a bad comment, Elitery, because this person just points out that the soccer ball was in Us's dream, which we pointed out in the video. Can you believe it?
That is true. You did figure that out.
No, I figured it out, then you checked, and then I was right. And I hadn't even reread
That
anything
is true.
yet.
And then the commenter confirmed, so we like the commenters.
No,
Thank you,
no.
Mix.
How about you listen to the whole thing in good faith before you leave a comment?
True. Yeah, you could do that too. Just leave a comment.
Anyway, what were we saying? Yoshida. Who cares? Now Denji gets back up. There was a it was a pretty big explosion, Elitery. It's all flamey and stuff, and Denji's got like a thing stuck through him, and he's looking around and everything's on the flames. He's all fucked up. Look at this Denji fella. And he looks over and Yoshida's body is skewered, Elitery. But before we can confirm it's Yoshida, he's facing the other way. The great Barum shows up and lights him on fire. So, you know, Rainy's, we never found her body, so she's still alive, and so is Yoshida.
Wait, why do you think what? What's the logic?
Well, we didn't see a close-up of his face that said Yoshida is dead.
Oh, okay, sure.
What the fuck is my goddamn phone
It's not
playing?
impossible.
It did make me a little suspect, Elitery.
I didn't even question it. I assumed he was dead. But you know what? Well, I guess it'll tie into how this chapter ends, I guess. But I think he's dead. But
What happens at the end?
it could be possible.
Oh,
There's like
the
a 1%
ending,
chance
I
he's
remember.
alive, okay.
Let me tell you something, Elitery. I finished reading the whole thing like half an hour before this chapter came out last night. And let me tell you, this chapter was... Oh my god, it was so emblematic, Elitery, because I reread this great Chainsaw Man manga, Chainsaw Man Part 2, greatest manga of all time, Elitery. Funniest manga, these chapters go by in a jiffy. I'm reading a single chapter, I'm like, this is a terrific chapter, when I knew I would have been mad and annoyed that this was a short little nothing chapter when it came out. And I said, this is the benefit. This is what we always say, Elitery. You gotta binge read these great manga, and they're fantastic. Oh, it feels so episodic. We're just doing a wacky thing, a wacky thing, a wacky thing. There's no arcs in this shitty fucking manga. It's the greatest. Fuck Chainsaw Man Part 1. It sucks. I don't want a fucking 7-up chapter arc. Kill yourself. Oh, we love Chainsaw Man Part 2.
What a change up this is. Oh my goodness.
Shut up, Elitery. Now, but then it was literally the thing where the new chapter came out. I scrolled through it for about 10 seconds. It was over, and I said, this fucking sucks. Because reading things week to week sucks, Elitery. So just reminder that everything we always say is true about that. Now.
Yes. Now, hopefully it ends soon, so then we don't have to do
Now,
that
did you
anymore.
know, Elitery, this is an important chapter because the great Barum hasn't been around for a long time. And I'll tell you something I wouldn't have remembered if I didn't reread all these great chapters, is last time he got his head squeezed off. Can you believe it? We thought he was dead until today.
No, we didn't think he was dead.
Because he can't
I think we
die.
even talked about it a few chapters ago. Yeah, and I said, oh, he's like definitely alive.
I wouldn't have even remembered his head got squeezed off. So how about you give me some credit here? Now, he's actually a flamethrower guy, which I only just remembered this second.
Yep, that's right. He's like the Chainsaw Man equivalent, but with flamethrowers.
You know, Elitery, I had the inkling. I was like, maybe I should go back to the Makima chapters and see if Barum's in them, because he has to be, but there's no way he was, but I never did that. But I do remember Denji getting lit on fire by a flamethrower guy and then shrugging it off and just chopping him in two or whatever. You remember that? Chainsaw Man Part 1.
I do.
Oh, Elitery. It's impossible not to talk about all my great findings, Elitery. So, Barum shows up. We'll just read the goddamn chapter and then we'll go back into this. Anyway, he's flaming Yoshida. He's got a big smile on his face and we're over his shoulder.
Yes.
What a crazy guy.
Now, we at this point... Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say, his tie's in his pocket, Elitery. Can you believe this guy?
That is true. He's always like that. But we need to talk about what's going on here. Like, what?
No, I was going to get
Is
to that, but we're
related
not
to it?
until he finishes speaking, Elitery. Jesus Christ. Don't worry, I got all the answers for you. Now, Denji's got a shocked face, because last time, I bet you didn't remember this, Elitari, Denji transformed into Pochita when he saw Barum and the Nayata thing. So then he did it again here
right.
because he saw Barum. Now, I hadn't even considered for one tiny little bit of a second that this could be because he's sad Yoshida's dead or something. That's retarded. He's obviously mad because he remembered the great Nayata is maybe dead. He thinks so, at least. Right?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a genius, Elitari. Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, Hirofumi Yoshida. That's the guy. That's the guy. We sure drew
true,
the
gotcha.
short straw, and then Denji's thingy comes out because, he's just so angry. The tongue comes out. If the tongue comes out, that means he's transforming into Pochita, Elitari. That happened last time. And then Barum, he's getting shucked around, and then he's getting 8. And he says, hey, wait, ow, ow, that hurts. He says, you stupid, kill me before you eat me. Hey, kill me. And then he gets all eaten up. Now, I thought, Elitari, this was when he was going to say, Nayata's still alive, why are you killing me? But he didn't say that.
True.
But that wouldn't make any
did
sense
think
for the plot.
If any chapter would have brought her back, it would have been this one, and she didn't come back. So she's not coming back.
No,
This is time
she
travel,
is, but this is different.
Yeah.
He's trying to,
Alright.
he doesn't want him to calm down. It's all part of the plan. Denji's got to be mad. So he would betray his great mission in which he's sacrificing himself for here. Now, I bet you don't remember this, Elitari. Every time the great Barum shows up and does something evil and nasty, he says, just doing it to save the world, brother. So Barum's he's a good guy, Elitari.
I actually don't remember that.
He does say that. He says that when initially Elitari, the great Barum, he shows up with the other weapons, some of them, only a little bit of them. Actually, Quan Chi shows up and chops them all up before they can do their great terrorist act they're planning, Elitari. They want to kill small children and women because that'll instill the most terror. But public safety undermines it, but then it's kind of all to a Baron's plan or something. You can never quite tell who's in the lead here, Barum and Fami or the great public safety. Now,
Yep.
and then he says it right before the Nayata comes down the little sushi thing. So he said it twice. And does he say it again? Well, no, he doesn't say it here, but it's kind of implied when he says we drew the short straw because he knows he's sacrificing himself for some sort of plan here. Anyway, then he gets eaten or something. So the point is, Elitari, is that I was figuring it all out while we were reading this. Basically, Elitari, Chainsaw Man Part 2 is simple, really. You got two sides. You got Fami and the Chainsaw Man Church. Can you believe they were on the same side? Didn't remember that. And then you got public safety and Yoshida. Can you believe it? And Fumiko's kind of in that camp, or is she? And Yoshida's kind of in that camp, or is he? And then there's some little question marks there. And, but then it's become increasingly apparent as I got deeper into these chapters, as we get deeper into the manga, that they seem to be the same side, question mark? What do you think?
Public safety and
Yeah, because
Death Devil?
Barum and Yoshida are on these different sides, but Barum understands that him and Yoshida are both doing something here to do the same thingy. And then also,
No,
Fami has a meeting with Yoshida and Fumiko right before actual Fami shows up, where they're trying to like recruit her, and she does the funny I got a thingy to do. And there's also there's some other things, but I'm forgetting them in the moment.
No, they're definitely not on the same side. At least maybe now they might be, but before this, like last few chapters, they definitely weren't.
Because Yoshida has a thing where he really wants Yoru to turn Denji into a weapon. And this is also what Fami wants, right? But now Fami has changed and wants them to kill the Death Devil. The War Devil. And did you know in the volume things, Elitari, they describe Yoru as an owl-like creature?
No, I didn't know that.
That's big.
Funny.
That was big when I think that was one of my notes.
All right, here's my understanding. You have on one side you have public safety, as represented by Yoshida mainly, and his goal or their goal is to use Chainsaw Man to eradicate concepts. I think we saw that with the big fight where they were testing out the eradication of ears and mouths and all that. That's my understanding there. At least at some point that was their goal. And then on the other hand, we have Fami, who on the surface level, her goal is to prevent the prophecy of the Great King of Terror coming down and descending and destroying the world. But she is the Great King of Terror who's going to like eradicate the world. That's at the surface level, but she has a plan that we still don't know what it is because that one look she gave a few chapters or like 20 chapters ago where she realized something that we don't really understand yet.
She
So I
realized
think
that
her
if
plan, we don't understand it at this
she
point.
realized that if the
Yeah.
fake Chainsaw Man and if she ate the fake Chainsaw Man and the real Fammy, that she could perhaps do it a different way. But also, don't forget, Yoru's
Yes.
got some crazy plan. But that one's easy to figure out. Yoru just wants to make a death go away. Chainsaw Man's going to eat death so she can have a never-ending war. That's obviously what's happening. I think we even knew that before I reread everything. Now,
I would believe that, but yeah.
now, what were we saying before that, O'Leary? What was going on? The Great
So
Fammy.
basically, the question here. Well, I was gonna say, what's going on? You think that here, Barum and Yoshida are both on the same mission, kind of here?
Well,
Like
they
they're both working on
seem
the same side?
they're both self-sacrificing at the same time.
Yes, both intentionally so. They're both aware they're gonna die.
Yes.
Um,
There's also Fumiko, who seems to be like a third party a little bit.
mhm.
But Yoshida also brings up one time where he expressly says, it might have even been last chapter, but I think he said it a different time too, where he was just like, he was specifically hired just because he was high school age and he could look after Denji.
Sure.
Which means he's probably not in charge. And
No, definitely not.
you would
No.
have to assume that Kishibe is probably in charge because he's in a position of power and we haven't seen him for a long time.
I don't know about that. I disagree with that. I don't think there'd be anything to hint that Kishibe is in charge. He wasn't even in charge in part 1. Like,
Well,
he was
at
just
the
a random
end,
devil
he
hunter,
like
right?
has Naito and like lets her go with Denji. Does people not know about that?
I would assume, yeah. They'd probably because I remember they said he found this person in China or something like that. I don't
Yeah,
think the
something like
implication is
that.
he's in charge of public safety.
Well,
Like,
I
for
don't think he
instance, when we had
actually
the
is, but I think
meeting-
we're supposed to think that.
I'm sure you'd remember this. When there was the meeting for the aging devil and they went to the prime minister or whatever. I don't know if it was the prime
Mhm.
minister. Who was there
was.
to represent public safety? Was there like some
Fumiko.
leader or something? It was actually Fumiko?
Yeah, she was there. She
Okay.
says ominously, "We're gonna round up those dumb fucking kids. Don't worry about it." There are some other public safety guys there, but they just get killed. And then Fumiko kills the last one because he sees her do her little two-person thing. So that's why she's a little bit of a rogue here, Leary. And also, she showed up under the bed and then ran out before it exploded. She ain't dead. So she's like a little third party.
Okay.
Maybe she's working with Kishibe, Leary.
Yeah. I just don't see the Kishibe thing. He never felt like a person who's leading a large organization at all in any way.
What was his position in part 1? Was he just the top devil hunter or something?
I don't even because I don't remember because he had a meeting with Makima where Makima was like, "I'm gonna need you to train some people." So the
and he said something cool to Makima.
Like,
he said, "I know you're a bad bitch, and I'm gonna fuck you up."
He's like, I don't trust you or something like that. Yeah, I said something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. Was he retired? Was he just like taking a break? Was he also just doing something else? I don't know. Who knows?
I don't think he was any of those things. I think it was because he's introduced relatively early, right? He's in the fucking anime.
Yeah, exactly.
But true. The point is, the fact that we haven't seen who's in charge of public safety is a point of interest, perhaps. And we've only got 2 characters left, and I don't think Kobeni's running it. But I also don't think Kishibe's running it.
There's a chance. There's a chance she's.
It could be funny.
Yeah.
But her little brother was a leader. You might not remember this, but the little brother, you know, he was was a guy. He was in the Chainsaw Man Church. He was a terrorist in a prison cell. So he was pretty high up there.
And he had that moment with the guillotine devil where they were both freaking out.
It's true. And the guillotine devil was a little eat-in thing, just like because it was a family devil, just like the Chainsaw Man fake guy, and this family girl that she ate them, and then they became little figures that she can spit out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she does things, and that's what she did with the guillotine devil when she threw it out one time because it was a little toy. Bet you didn't remember that.
Right.
Now, also he said, he let Kobeni's brother was part of the America is totally the worst joke, which was maybe the best joke, O'Leary. That was a pretty good joke. That was more so that one guy who was here last chapter, or the chapter before. I can't remember. But yeah, That was a great joke, Illyri. Oh, the greatest joke of all time. This dumb sword guy said all the best jokes. The greatest joke of all time is when Denji says he doesn't want to be in the Chainsaw Man church, but then
Oh
as the
yes,
guy's leaving, he says, "Man, you could have fucked all these bitches if you came with me." And then he walks down the stairs, and somehow Denji's already at the bottom of the stairs, and he says,
that's
"You
right.
really have changed my mind. I do stand for justice." And that was very funny, Illyri. And then the next
Yep.
chapter, they said, "Denji, you gotta marry this girl if you want to fuck her." And he said, "What the fuck? I ain't doing that shit." It was hilarious, Illyri.
I'm sure it was.
Chainsaw Man is a comedy manga. Now, Illyri, let's finish this chapter for Christ's sake. It's only 5
Wait,
pages
so
long.
what's the conclusion here? Who's in charge of public safety? It's Kishibe.
We don't know. It's not Kishibe, but we're supposed to think it is.
Okay. Okay. I feel like the only person that would ever make sense at all is probably just the Death Devil, like Fami, but also like indirectly somehow.
Well, yeah. Well, if Fami did hire Yoshida, she would have to do it because Yoshida didn't seem to say that when they were alone, so she'd have to have a little puppet. But
Yeah.
then there would be like both sides. But then, so Fami just doesn't. Fami makes a good point in one of these chapters, Illyri. She says she can't die because the next Death Devil would totally just wipe out humanity with a click of her fingers, but she doesn't because she likes human culture, Illyri. So that's very important.
Do you remember? Did she say why she can't be eaten by Chainsaw Man?
Oh no, there's a moment where she says like she goes to say why, but she doesn't say it.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Well, interesting.
I feel like the panel literally says that's ... and then something else happens.
Oh, that's the moment I was talking about, where I was like, oh, she realized something in that moment, and it changed her plan or something.
I think maybe because
Okay,
actual
interesting.
Fami tells her like you should really jump in Chainsaw Man's mouth. It's also interesting because before Fami is getting mind controlled, which she is kind of isn't, she's still kind of like after she immediately gets spit out again, she like tries to punch the Death Devil. But she's like here. She says she's here to save everybody, and she seems to think she's gonna save everybody from real Fami, also fake Fami.
Yes.
You understand? So I don't know why she would have got this impression / why she came. I guess I always just assumed she had just died and come to Earth when we just meet her, but I guess that doesn't have to be the case.
Yep.
Anyway, it was very funny when she was fighting that guy and she was going to get him every time, but she just got cut up. Chainsaw Man's a comedy man.
Yep.
Thank goodness Chainsaw Man didn't kill us, says Fami. Oh my god, she's hilarious. What?
We have one more. We have to keep going on this Baron thing. One more thing.
Uh-huh.
What happens here, you think? Like, is he... Because he's like he's Chainsaw Man. Like, he's the flamethrower man. He's not like a devil. Is he going to get erased as a concept? Or is he immortal? Because they're meant to be immortal. Like, what happens to him, I wonder?
You know what's a weird thing?
Does he
they
come
keep
back?
repeating.
Like, he shouldn't, but can he?
That, like, Yoru could eat people too. And that would be, like, a thing. That would have some sort of effect. They keep saying it. Like, whenever...
Where does this come from?
It's in the more of the recent chapters. There's, like, I'm trying to remember the context of what it could have been. It might have literally been like 3 chapters ago when Fami was saying something where the phrase is like Yoru could eat them or Denji could eat them. Now when Fami eats people, they become her pawns.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was all about with Yoru. But also this eating thing is also confusing a little bit because assumingly he should be erased or whatever. Also, did you know there is like one moment where Asa speculates that if she had some cool time travel power, she would want to do everything all over again or something? That was a funny line, Illyri.
I don't remember that.
Which seems insane because there was a point where I'm like, I feel like I did the chapter review for this like last month, and it was like 50 chapters before this, so that was crazy. But there's no way we wouldn't have brought that up. Maybe it was changed the volumes. Big deal, Illyri. Who knows? But also the volumes stopped very early. These volumes are way behind. Anyway, what was I saying, Illyri? Eating people is weird.
So many things.
Barum should be erased, but I feel like this isn't the last we've seen of Barum. Just like I feel like this is not the last we've seen of Yoshida. So maybe we are doing time travel. I don't know, Illyri. Leave me alone.
Or maybe we'll have a whole arc inside of Chainsaw Man's stomach, because that's where he's going to be alive. He's like, kill me, kill me.
We thought about, because I remember this when things were getting punched up. It's like how far back do they get digested, or are they all just in there? Because Yoru initially wanted to punch him and bring back nukes. Like, that was
Yes.
probably a long time ago, and she seemed to think that was possible. But also, like, this is always going
She
to
was
come back
just
to,
pretty
is
dumb.
Makima going to come back somehow? But even then, Denji ate her, not Pochita, so that doesn't
Yeah.
make much sense.
And there's like a new control devil.
Oh, no, Knight is still around, Illyri. What are you talking
Well,
about?
I guess we haven't, yeah. No, I meant
Now,
her, but I guess there's a newer one too, which we haven't met yet. Which maybe
but
Kushida
yeah,
will bring
if
later.
Nayata did get killed and she wasn't just, it was just a fake head, then we got to get her back, obviously. But you can't do that by punching things, and you would actually have to have the time travel devil. So my goodness,
That's
I don't
right.
know, Elite. It doesn't feel like this is Barham's last moment. I don't know.
I would believe it because it is like
You always believe it.
he just wanted to die, you know. He's like, God, kill me, but he's like suffering because he's being eaten alive. So I could imagine it. It's like he's a villain, you know. We're making him suffer on his death. Like I see it.
It
I
is
could imagine
true.
it if this is the last we see of him.
Um,
It happened so quickly as well, which is kind of cool. I don't know.
because Chainsaw Man Part 1 was killing people constantly, and very quickly. So we could be ramping up into something like that now. But I don't buy it. Anyway, thank goodness Chainsaw Man didn't kill us. It seems he understands how dangerous this incoming devil is. And then Elitari, it goes quiet, and it's raining and stuff. And then the doors, Elitari, these are the coolest things in all of Chainsaw Man. And then there's lots of doors, like they just got transported into hell again. And you remember what happened last time this happened, Elitari?
Well, technically, the last time was in the final fight with Makima, I think, right?
No, just one door that time, and the Hell Devil literally came out, and it looked like those things from Tomb Raider, and that was sick. But the time before that, there was ants, there was a bathtub, and there was a grassy field. But that would imply, Elitari, because in a previous chapter it is, and this, I'm not going to like this implication, Elitari, so I'm saying this with disdain. In one of these more recent chapters, Elitari, they said Yoru's out there getting a devil army, like she's Devil Man or something, Elitari. And if it would imply that somehow the Darkness Devil would be under Yoru, absolutely not, Elitari. So this better not be the Darkness Devil. But it would be heckin' cool.
There's a few things going on. Firstly, we need to establish what's happening here. Are they in hell? Because like the hell has the doors on the roof or whatever.
Or is hell come to Earth? Whoa.
That's what I feel. That's what it feels.
This
like,
is the descending.
Man, like, oh my god, hell is on Earth. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
But the Death Devil's down there. What's going on?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. The other separate thing is that
Fami was never a sister to begin with. She's the Blood Fiend, and she transformed into one of them.
No, I'd buy that she's the Death Devil.
It would be funny if they faked this out twice.
Oh my god, what was I gonna say? No, wait a minute. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the other. I don't know. I don't think this was in your reread because it was a bit earlier. But Naita does say that Fami is the strongest devil or whatever.
Yeah, she says.
So who would be like who? Like, what is so scary that could be coming to face like the Death Devil? Because the Death Devil is kind of on guard here.
Because Fami doesn't seem very strong ever. Like, she uses the falling power at one point. It's like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. Falling Devil was pretty strong, and she could just use it. But now, I guess Yoru maybe can use it. I guess we haven't seen her use it, but she's got a little cape now. She also, like, when they were breaking Denji out of prison, like, the Guillotine Devil was, like, super weak. And she really couldn't do anything. But obviously, she could have just been pretending.
Well, she doesn't want to use her powers, right? She's like, my powers will forcefully activate and I'll end the mankind.
That is true,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that just explains
I could just read.
She's not
exactly,
using them on purpose because she doesn't want that to happen. I mean, can Pochita beat the Darkness Devil? Crazy thoughts, Alina. Crazy thoughts. That bitch Yoru can't, but maybe the great Pochita can.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, he wanted. Remember, there was the whole thing with the Darkness Devil wanting to meet Chainsaw Man, wasn't it? Wasn't that like a thing?
Yeah, it was something fucking ridiculous like that, Alira. It was the coolest thing of all time. And he knew who Makima was, and it was like, what the fuck is going on here? So much mystery.
It would be super cool if we did some, like... I just don't see... I don't think the Darkness Devil's coming back, but it would be super cool to get more stuff. I just don't... It's too good to be true.
It could be another Primal Fear or something. But it is different. Like last time, like they were teleported to somewhere different, but they did have to like summon the Darkness Devil, right? The Santa Claus had to do something.
I don't think so. They just got to
Yeah,
sent. They sent them to hell when darkness came.
yeah, they sent them to hell. They didn't summon the devil there. But wasn't it
Yeah.
like over the hand reached out and grabbed the building or something? Um,
Yeah. Exactly. Like they pinned up Denji with the curse devil, and then while he was
yes,
pinned up, they and swallowed it all in hell or whatever.
and
With a
one of
big
the
hand.
guy committed suicide or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
and I think everybody's arms went off when they got to hell. Um,
Yes.
if Vegeta's just rampaging through hell, surely the Darkness Devil would have shown up and fucked him up if he could fuck him up, right? How is this is this
I mean,
Pochita as
we have
strong
no
as that
idea.
Pochita? I have no idea. The
I would assume so, but he could. The darkness devil could just be disinterested.
that's
Like we don't
true.
know. He could just be.
He's
Hell
hanging
could
out
be
in
infinite for all we
space.
know.
That's pretty dark
Yeah.
up there, I hear. Um,
Yep.
there's what else? Falling, we had that one. Aging, we had that one. What's another one, Alira? Come up with a fear for me. Heights, that was falling. Spiders, we already had that one. She wasn't too strong. Death, she's already here. It's the Darkness Devil, Alira. Process of elimination. So are the door things not a hell thing? They're just a Darkness Devil thing? No, it's a hell
I am
thing.
curious. We see one door initially. I wonder if we're meant to read something for it. Like, was there a door? Is this a door we've seen before? Is this like us's door in the front of the yard or like front of the house?
Well,
Is this like a
Denji
meaningful
had to
door? I
open a
wonder.
door. There's some
Yeah,
door
exactly. Like, don't
metaphor
open
going
it.
on here.
Like that's in Asa's dream too, right? Not Asa's dream, sorry. Her final chapter with Yuko is like, don't open it or whatever. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's Yuko. This is crazy. Um,
Mhm.
It could literally just be like Yoru, and she went to hell, and she brought hell here, and now she has a bunch of minions.
Yeah, that could be cool.
That's a little lame, though. I don't know. Some of the minions
No,
could be cool.
it'd be.
We already had the Fire Devil. That's another scary one.
Yep.
The Loneliness Devil is going to show up. It's going to be a fat otaku man. It's going to be a bunch of meta commentary. It's going to be very funny. It's going to be the anime adaptation devil, the scariest one of all, Alinari. It's going to look like that director, and it's going to draw things bad because he was bad at drawing.
Yes.
True. So let's just think for a second, Aliri. It is the Darkness Devil. We've assumed this. Puchita's just got to fight.
Yes.
But what do you... This Darkness Devil isn't going to have a hand-to-hand fight.
The thing is, like, stepping back from this, like, just from this chapter, like, stepping back and looking at part 2, not even, forget that. Stepping back and looking at this most recent arc, what is this? Like, this is the plot twist of, like, insane plot twist. Like, we were not, what is this? Like, we weren't expecting another devil to come from hell. Like, what's happening? I don't even understand. Like, this doesn't, I felt like we were gearing toward a fight on Earth with Yoru. So if this isn't related to Yoru, then how does this link into anything? Like how does so if it is the Darkness Devil, how does that like tie into anything that's gonna happen here? We're just gonna have an independent fight, like regardless of Yoru. Like clearly this has something.
Do you think
to
it's
do
like
Yoru or like I don't know.
It could be the Control Devil showing up or something crazy.
Oh yes, that is true. That is a good point. I could imagine that.
Like Night's still coming back if some new girl shows up. By the way, we just got to get on the Elite time travel train.
Yeah.
That's an option. Maybe Reddit will tell us, Elitery.
Yeah, I'm curious what they'll say.
It's just going to be a bunch of darkness memes. There's going to be a frog. It's going to be
That is true.
It would be super sick. Now, this is more a thing with Denji and the sisters where, like, they had a big battle at some point or something, and even this has been mentioned in part 1 or something. It would be cool if we got, like, the Void Berserk flashback where we, like, see, like, 3 double-page spread, like, flash images of, like, all these old versions of the characters. Though, assumingly, well, I guess I don't know, I guess we've talked about this a million times, but what does Yoru look like when she's not Nasa's body and it isn't in her little weakened bird form or whatever the fuck?
Yep.
Why do they all look like girls? Will this ever be answered? I feel like that's like a joke, just like why is Chainsaw Man strong? Because chainsaws are cool, and this is about Chainsaw Man, and teenage girls are cool, and they're in school uniforms. Get over it.
Right.
Well, we'll have to see. Illyria, I gotta pee, so you better think of something to say for 1 minute. You better speculate on
Oh,
which devil
boy.
this is by
All right,
yourself.
yeah.
And I want it to be good.
I will. All right.
Now I'm peeing.
So everyone, now that Kyle's disappearing,
Oh,
so
I better stay for 10 seconds. 'Cause he's gonna
let's
talk
take a
shit
step
as soon as he
back.
thinks I'm out of earshot, huh?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna
Idiot's making it
speculate
up.
on
He didn't
Chainsaw
read no
Man.
chapters. I did read.
How could
chapters
this relate to time travel? Let's see.
True.
Okay. So Yoshida is dead. Okay, we got to take a step back. There's also the whole thing about the prophecy of Nostradamus, the great king of terror will descend on the whatever 7th month of 1993 or something. What is going to descend? Because this definitely feels like it is like the descension, right? This is the moment where something will come down from apparently hell, which is above us, which is a bit strange. What could it be? Like, could it be something crazy? Like, if it is like a time travel thing, could it be someone from the future? Could it be a Chainsaw Man? I don't know. If part 2 is like the end of Chainsaw Man, could there be some, like, what's the opposite of a Chainsaw Man? I don't know. Tree Man? I guess I've already done the tree stuff. I have no idea. That's all my speculation, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. And now I'm just left all alone by myself. I guess there's also the element of, like, are we still paralleling part 1? Because at the end, this would be the equivalent of, it'd probably be the equivalent of the International Assassins, but I feel like we're past that in our parallel, so it's probably not.
This manga's ending this year, Leadery, so we're nearly at the end here.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like if we are paralleling anything, it probably is the final arc.
I mean, the Darkness Devil. Leadery, you're Tatsumi Fujimoto, all right? You're saying, "Oh, part 2. I gotta make this shitty part 2 manga. I made these boring ass one shots. Everybody loves them, thinks I'm great, but I actually suck because I'm self-aware and look back sucks." And I'm brainstorming my little ideas. And what is Chainsaw Man Part 2 going to be? And you got all these things that you teased lightly in Part 1 that got to come back, literally. So, bunch of dumb sisters, they got to be in it. Denji's got to be a superhero, got to be in it. Yoshida was really cool, but didn't really get a resolution. He's got to be in it. And, the Darkness Devil was the coolest thing in Chainsaw Man Part 1. So we probably want that to return. Like, well, that was supposed to be the punchline of Leary, but I just remembered things that I should have said before the punchline, like Kobeni's still alive. Why did I keep her alive? She's got to be important. Silly Kishibe's still alive. I'm sure he's got to come back at some point. We got a Blood Fiend promise that we probably got to do at some point, etc., etc. So it's the Darkness Devil.
Yes.
Also, Leadery, as I was pissing, I remembered my most important point that I discovered in my great reread here. Now, we haven't even gotten into the notes yet, but the most important point, Leadery, is you remember when Denji's house burnt down? Crazy. Pets are still alive, by the way.
Okay.
You remember that, Leary? My goodness. And you remember?
I do, yeah.
He laughs a little bit, Leary. And I remember at the time I would have said, it's just like, yeah, he like chuckles and Nayata says, "Why are you laughing?" And he doesn't really answer. But this is right as he turns into Chainsaw Man for the first time in a long time. And I know at the time, Leadery, probably you said it because you're an idiot, and I definitely said it. I said, it's just like that thing where Eren laughed that one time. He was actually just having a breakdown, but he cackled. But, Leadery, it's very important. In, like, the 15 chapters leading up to that, Denji is miserable not being Chainsaw Man. He hates his ordinary life. He hates going shopping with Nayata. He hates going on walks with Nayata. He's sick of this dumb broad, and he's very angry at all this stuff. And when he turns into Chainsaw Man, he says, "For the first time ever, I'm so happy." And Nayata, "You better get the fuck away from me, bitch." And he's like cutting up people and enjoying it. And a very important point here, Leadery, is I see a bunch of these shitty theory videos because they ain't reread Chainsaw Man like me. They say, man, at the end, Denji's gonna live the normal life he always wanted to live. Nuh-uh! Denji already lived the normal life and he hates it. Alright, so that's not where we're going in the end. And he hates a normal life, Leadery, so you better remember that when you're making your thematic conclusions and predictions.
Alright, I guess I'll keep that in mind. Okay.
That was the thing that I didn't see coming, Leadery. There was every chapter there was like at least 5 pages dedicated to Denji hating his non-Chainsaw Man life. And then he doesn't really seem to care that much when the apartment burned down because he said, yes, the symbol of my shitty normal life is gone. I can be Chainsaw Man and let loose. So that was pretty interesting because Denji's like a sociopath or something. And remember he axed that tree guy and ate him? That was crazy.
That is true. Yep.
And he does have a fake breakdown
I don't. Yeah.
like 15 times where he
Uh-huh.
says, I got to get rid of this dick I got. And it's hilarious because he changes his blade every second. At like 5 pages afterwards. It's terrific. Anyway,
Yes.
Alidari. So we've got Reddit, but we've also got my great notes. So I think we should just go through my great notes real quick. And if Reddit has to be short today,
Alright.
well, fuck them, Alidari. I don't give a fuck about these idiots anyway. Fami, Barum, and the
Alright.
Chainsaw Man Church versus Yoshida, Fumiko, and Public Safety. This was my first note, Alidari. I was figuring out the sides. You're very proud of me. Denji's choice between two things being Chainsaw Man and having a normal life. Yoru/Ase he met because of Chainsaw Man, plus fighting crime and being famous and getting girls, versus Naita and the pets and his school life is because of Denji. So, Alidari, you remember there's a big... This fire devil is going to make this guy make a choice, Alidari. And we thought it was going to be between Asa and Yoru. Or it was going to be between... whatever. And there's a panel at the... Like, whenever this was, chapter 140 or something, where Denji's face is split in two and he's thinking about the two life choices he has. And one of them is being normal life with Naita, and one of them is being Chainsaw Man and getting a bunch of girls. And he's got this little conflict. So I said, maybe that was a little bit of foreshadowing that that's the ultimate choice he's going to have to make. You know, normal life with, well, let's just assume for Alidari's little heart that Naita's dead. Is he going to have a normal life with the great Yoru Asa at the end of the Chainsaw Man chapter? Or is he going to be Chainsaw Man or something? Maybe that's the little thingy. I was also thinking... Now, Denji right now thinks it's between two bad bitches, Alidari. Between Fumiko and Fami. But that's obviously not true. Denji's just being a little funny. Now, there is still the Yoru Asa potentiality. Now, I bet you don't remember this, Alidari, but Asa is very upset with Yoru right now and tries to kill herself all the time. Crazy. Didn't remember that from 5 chapters ago, but apparently that happened. Now, she tried to... she was stuck under rubble, Alidari, and to get her out, she, like, did a very reckless thing because she said, fuck it. If I die, I die. My goodness. And she tries to threaten Denji into killing her, and then Denji tries to kill her immediately, which was hilarious. Oh, it's so great. Denji's always so selfish, Alidari. She's like, she's pointing at Denji with a little finger gun, Alidari, and she says, either I'm going to kill you because you won't kill me, or you're going to kill me. And literally the next second, he's got a chair and he's going to whack her over the head, Alidari, because he loves this girl. The whole chapter is about them falling in love, and he said, fuck this girl, I ain't dying. That's my Denji, Alidari. What a great character.
Yes.
And I think that was another thing that I was like, this is the versus thing that it could be. Thoughts? What's it going to be?
So initially the thing about choosing a life or whatever, like choosing to live a normal life or not, I don't know, because obviously that is... The point was made with, like, Yoshida at one point, where he literally presented the choice of, like, turning into Chainsaw Man or not. And then he said, oh, I'm going to choose both choices or whatever. So, and I feel like
Denji never engages in this,
now,
right? He didn't save, like, when the cockroach devil did it, he jumped and saved the cat, which wasn't even an option. When Yoshida gave him the option, he said, fuck you, I'm going to do both. So that would be a great resolution, I think. But I don't know. That probably wasn't where you're going with that.
No, I'm trying to think, because the initial thing is, okay, I'm going to choose both choices. So where do you go from there? Do you, like, have him have a choice again, and then, like, he chooses
the non-selfish option and becomes a
know.
hero? Like, I would hate that, Alidari. I don't want Denji being a hero.
I guess what I feel like is, when I'm reading this story and I get to the end of it, do I really care enough about that as, like, a story thing, or do I feel like it's already been resolved? Like, was that a good enough payoff of him saying, I'm going to choose both? Because I could imagine, like, I was happy when he did that. Like, not happy for him or whatever, but I like it as a story thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessary that has to be the choice, but it could be. I could imagine being the case. That's my thoughts on that. Yeah.
There's also a thought I had, because Naita has a speech where she's like, let's just join the devil side. Like, we're both devils, and these humans suck. They're killing each other in the street. So, and I was imagining, like, it would be funny if, like, the devils just win, and Chainsaw Man Part 3 is just Denji living in, like, a devil society. With the great Naito, who's still alive, of course. So the choice could literally be humans versus devils, and Denji chooses devils, which would be, like, hilarious. And also, I guess it ties into Devilman, maybe. But my goodness. That's all I had on that point. The next one is owl-like
Okay,
Yoru
interesting.
form was in the volume little things. You know how they describe all the characters and stuff.
Yes.
Kishibe is also mentioned in all of them. Now they stop at about chapter
Really?
160, and he's like in
Okay.
Denji's like specific bio in a way that didn't seem relevant at all. So I was like, okay, so that maybe this is what prompted me
Huh.
to bring up Kishibe every 3 seconds.
Are there any other characters that aren't in part 2 that are just mentioned there?
Is Kobeni
Like, what a
mentioned?
weird.
I can't remember the chapter
Yeah.
that would be the last volume thing. It's like volume 18 or something. Night is on the cover. I should have
But
remembered
that there's no way. Like the Kishibe being mentioned feels like it's pointless. Why would you mention him? He's never
because he's
brought up
coming
even a
back and we
single
all know
time.
it. I don't think
Well,
he
that
had
yeah,
his
that's what that would
individual
imply.
own character thing, but in Denji's bio it said like, oh, it might be like he was given Nayata by Kishibe or something, to look after.
Oh, okay, I could imagine that. Sure, okay.
I think.
All right, interesting.
They could not. So those were from the volume thingies. Yoru was owl-like, so that was very important.
True.
Public safety wants Chainsaw Man to be turned into a weapon. Didn't remember that. That was cool. Well, not really, but it was interesting. Something you should keep in mind. Barum and Fami talk and coordinate with each other. They use the Fire Devil to transform everybody into Chainsaw Man to start the war and to make Chainsaw Man and Yoru stronger, question mark. Now, why they wanted to do that
Yes.
was so that Yoru and Chainsaw Man could beat the coming enemy, is what it said at the time when we think Fami is Fami. But why would Fami do that if she was the bad guy? What bad thing does she think is coming? I guess it's what's coming next chapter, Leary. Is it all going to fall into place?
The real question, like the more interesting question, which is you're not going to find interesting, is how does she know about the future? Is she is there the future devil? Like, where does this knowledge come
It's
from?
a
That she knows
prophecy,
what's gonna happen?
Leary. We all know about the
Like,
great prophecies.
yeah.
You got them from the prophecy devil.
Yeah, or she's seen the future. 'cause
What
the future
story has a
is gonna happen, or-
prophecy person?
Harry Potter? What do you mean?
Yes,
prophecy
that's
person?
exactly what I was thinking of. Where do you go to get the
Oh.
prophecies and shit? It is Harry Potter. You're a genius, Leary, that crazy lady that doesn't like Hermione because
Yes,
Hermione's too
Trelawney.
intellectual. That's right, and she has a crazy voice when she gets the premonitions.
Yeah, it's so
Oh.
scary. Oh my goodness.
And they're gonna kill each other, and one will die for the other to something, Leary. We love Harry Potter here.
Yep.
The Voldemort devil, that's the big bad one. Anyway.
Yes.
The Death Devil is the most feared and is the king. Fami and Barum want to kill it, supposedly. Denji likes that the apartment burned down because he hated his normal... Oh, I just said that, Leary. Fami set
do you know
up
what chapter that was? I'm curious.
where
It's interesting. I don't
the
remember.
apartment burns down. Is that what you're
Yeah.
asking for? Well, it's after Fumiko's introduced. I know that much, and it's not that far in. But also, you need the context of the chapters before that to understand Denji's
Yeah, sure.
headspace.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Fami set up the Nayata sushi thing. Oh yeah, it was at Fami's suggestion that they went to that restaurant, and so Baron was there prepping it, so Fami was in on it. We hate Fami.
That's funny.
She says, this one, but they're all... We can't go to that one because the chef died, and we can't go to that one because it burnt down. So we got to go to Sushishi, which I think means sushi death or
Yes.
something, right?
I mean, she has multiple readings on it. It depends. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Larry. He's Japanese. It's just
I don't know enough
convenient
about
when he
Japanese.
understands and when he doesn't understand, when he wants to make a point, when he doesn't want to make a point, when it's to corroborate my point, he doesn't
True.
know Japanese, when it's to corroborate his point, he knows everything about Japanese. Now, also...
because I do research for my points.
I can't research. I don't know Japanese. It's not fair. Now... I had a thought that came into my head that I remembered. That
She
wasn't part
sent
of
them
my
there
notes.
to the sushi place.
No, but it was like loosely correlated to this. Oh, Leary.
Okay.
I was thinking about the Katana
Sushi
Devil
shit.
gag where he wants to take Denji to a brothel, but the brothel burnt down. That was sad. Fami, something. Leary, it'll come to me when we're checking Reddit. Denji to Yoshida. Oh, this is me writing quotes that were interesting, Leary. So Denji to Yoshida, I think this is after they get out of the aging devil and they're all having cake. Actually, Yoru throws the cake in Yoshida's face. Oh my god,
Okay.
and Denji found out that Asa and Yuri were different people, and I remember questioning that recently. How did he know that? He found out there, Leary. And Asa actually found out that Denji was Denji when he was dismembered. But her reaction wasn't very satisfying, so I didn't like that part.
Right.
Denji to Yoshida, that's why you turned me into Chainsaw Man. That's why you killed Nayata. That's true. Denji accused Yoshida of killing Nayata. That was one of the things, Alita. That's like, are we supposed to think these are all just one group? Because Barum and Fami killed Nayata, supposedly. So why is he accusing Yoshida of doing it?
Yeah, I remember we talked about this in the chapter. I don't remember what the conclusion was because I don't remember the details. My guess would be that it's Yoshida didn't say anything because he's like, whatever, like it's not relevant to me or something.
Because Yoshida
I don't
was
remember.
supposed to keep her safe if Denji didn't transform or something. I don't know. Yoshida's response: "If you'll be good and turn into a weapon for us, we'll let you kill us." Oh, and then Yoshida like willingly killed himself in the most recent chapter, so that was interesting, Alita. And also Fumiko would let them kill her because she would just be another Fumiko. That's crazy. He also hands them a gun, and Yoshida does make the gag of like, "Oh, I really thought you would forgive us," but Denji was going to shoot him. But also, he didn't kill Nayata. What's up with that? Because she's not dead, of course.
Yes.
Death Devil. I live to savor, to enjoy food, people, and experiences. Because death is what makes these experiences good, question mark? Genius.
Maybe.
My last stop point that I think I already talked about. Fami wanted death to die quickly to save humanity. Oh, the real Fami showed up and she said, "Death, you gotta die really quick to save humanity."
Oh.
And she says, "Fuck you." Probably from Yoru, question mark? I don't know what that means.
Probably from Yoru? What does that mean?
We don't want to kill...
Like, that's where she learned that she wants to die? Or kill her?
No, to save them from Yoru, right? Fami wanted death to die quickly to save humanity, probably from Yoru. I don't know. We don't want to kill her because the next Death Devil would just destroy humanity. I did already talk about that. So what interesting points I've gleaned from my great reread. Also that one that I forgot that I'll remember soon. Barum's a good guy, Alita. I don't know why we'd be hating.
No, Barum's a dead guy. Rest in peace.
No. He'll be coming back. So, Alita, now I got to figure out how we go to thegreatreddit.com. Unless you got something to say. You got
what
a
do you
theory?
think? Let me think. Theory. I mean, I should go through. I have a bunch of stuff in my notes.
Thanks for watching. I did watch some YouTube videos too, Alita, that were like all of the unanswered questions in Chainsaw Man, but it was like a month old and all the things were already wrong. So that was lame.
I'm thinking, so what, let's think. There is a bunch. There's Usa's dream. That's obviously coming back somehow, right? That's
true.
Like a thing
that's a big one.
Like, there's something to do with it. There's also, I don't know if we have resolved the clone Chainsaw Man thing yet.
True, the Yoru thing, that was something I
thought. From the falling devil.
Because the Yuko thing was teased so far at the beginning, and nobody referenced it when the fake Chainsaw Man showed up, and then we killed the fake Chainsaw Man, and nobody referenced it. Plus, there's the guy in the doorway from the future.
Huh? Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. Which is like, I feel like we would have addressed this somehow. Like, even the Fire Devil would have said, like, oh, he saved you back then, or something. Like, I don't think we got anything like that. So that's a thing, a big thing. What else is? I know there's like other bits. There is definitely big stuff still. Hey,
where'd the poll go? I just voted in that.
Oh no.
Refresh. Oh, there we go. Very bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see.
Reddit will tell us the answer to everything. Brisbane, it's on.
I'm sure they will.
Why are you doxing me? Hey, get rid of this fucking AEW ad. No, I didn't click on that.
Oh my god.
Kill him 5 more times, please. It will never get old. Oh, we might just be celebrating the great Barum's death here earlier, but it's fake. Also, I did see on Viz, because I did have to read this on Viz, because I wanted to go to sleep, but I also wanted to stay up to read the chapter, and I didn't want to wait the 10 minutes it takes for it to get on thegreatweebcentral.com.au, Alita, which you can follow to read all the manga for free.
Yep.
And it did say in 7 days, so my goodness. Oh, Jockey Bacon is here.
Chapter.
What do you think about the great Barum's death, Jockey Bacon?
Oh my god.
I think it's very unfortunate.
It was!
Political violence.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Barum.
Should not be condoned.
Yes, so, Chainsaw Man just straight ate him.
This is a Chainsaw Man character.
It is. You actually met this character, believe it or not. You just don't remember him.
Nope. Cannot.
Yeah, he was in a
I don't
fight
even
one
remember him from
time.
part 1. We're also on Reddit.
Wow.
Jockey Bacon, are you excited? Oh, you can probably see.
Okay, can I see some comments?
Okay, we
Yeah.
can read the. We're on you on the main Chainsaw Man subreddit. Now, Jockey Bacon, very important. There are two Chainsaw Man subreddits: r/Chainsaw Man and r/Chainsaw
And-
Man Folk, of course, where all the real
Okay,
discussion
of
happens.
course, yeah.
Now,
People are unoriginal.
maybe we'll get you to
True.
read this one, Jockey Bacon.
No, I don't
No.
think I.
My goodness, he's on his phone or
Found
something.
him.
This is embarrassing. How can the bomb blow
No.
up the school that much but leave Yoshida himself intact? Yoshida was the
True.
switch, but not the actual. I think this is just a Yoshida is alive post. You agree with that, Jockey Bacon? You
No, I
agree,
think this
Yoshida?
is no. This is a complaint. I think about this is unrealistic. How can this happen? I think that's what's
No.
happening. Yeah.
Maybe Yoshida reminding him of Aki, or Yoshida reminiscing about their high school antics and they finally endeared Denji to Yoshida. Oh, maybe Denji saved him? What a bunch of nonsense. So everybody in the vicinity of the school got transported to hell during the... Oh, these are big spoilers, Jockey Bacon. The distraction of
Oh,
the
that could be
explosion...
it.
What? Oh, the switch to send
I mean,
him
that
to
would make
hell,
sense.
Elitery! This is genius!
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That's probably what it is.
What a smart guy this is. Because he... and Baron was also a blood sacrifice or something. Is that what we're saying?
I don't know about that.
But why
But
is the
Yoshida
building
could
still
be
there?
somehow.
Wait, with the...
They could have taken the building to hell. We have no idea. Like that's.
But there were
possible,
lots of
right?
buildings in the foreground. Maybe they took Earth to hell.
Was there? Did we see any other buildings in hell? I mean, we probably did, but let me have a look quickly.
Well, yeah, they were built because that's why I was saying
no.
there is definitely on the last
Wait,
page.
I'm going through. I don't see a single building. Wait.
on
No,
the last
only
double
building
spread.
we see. No, on the last double spread, all we see is the school building. That's it. No other buildings anywhere throughout this whole chapter.
Well,
we
they're
only
right
see that one
next to
building.
him, and it's multiple
Yeah,
buildings.
no. We only see one building, and it's the side of the school building. and
You're a
that's it.
liar.
So
I'm going to Weeb
They
Central.
could have just taken the school building to
I
hell.
don't give a fuck about copyright, not
Alright.
you, Elitery. Now we're gonna have to see it in two images here, Elitery. But look at this building. That's multiple buildings. I guess it's
That's
not.
one building. That's the whole thing. That's
But
all we
you
see.
know, it kind of looks like the thing. I do like this more because it's more like consistent for whatever reason. Is Jockey Bacon still here?
Mhm. Yep,
My goodness.
he's muted, but he's here.
It's good because we probably have limited battery and we got to get through this. But Jockey Bacon can always listen in. But true, I like this
Did I
better.
want you to distract you? Or
No, Jockey Bacon, you're fine. But did you know Death's face plus that last panel, Nostradamus' prophecy is near? This guy's a genius. Why is Baron using a normal flamethrower when he's a fucking flamethrower?
That is true.
It hurts to fuck
wonder
out
why.
his tooth. It's true. They do say that his reel for his chainsaw is his tooth he's got to take out.
Oh wow.
He makes a comment on that on one of the chapters I reread. Yoshida was a switch to turn to Pochita. No, you idiot. Baron burnt his
Yeah, that was
body to
Baron.
cover that fact. Yoshida is
Huh?
still kicking. True, Yoshida's still alive because we
Oh,
burnt the body.
okay.
I am not sure the true.
Wait, how
form-
does this reframe everything? If we're in hell right now, does that change anything? Like if the whole chapter's been in hell ever since Yoshida blew up? I don't think
it's after
does it change
Baron,
anything?
right? I would have to get the chapter up again.
No, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
The Baron part was also, I think it's part of the.
It is
great
after
ritual.
Baron. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that makes sense because last chapter, like Fami, when Yoshida showed up, Fami there was a dramatic cut to Fami and she was doing a look like something was not going to plan, and just Yoshida showing up seemed
Yeah.
weird. But if it was like, oh, she realized we're going to hell now, that would be really cool.
Yeah. And
Um,
like it just makes perfect sense. Like it because the sky, it is weird that the whole sky of Earth would turn into hell, and it is weird we don't see like all the outside window shots just white, and like I guess it makes perfect sense that we'd be in hell now.
What
I
if
just didn't
the
even think about it.
twist is like somebody strong from hell is gonna show up and they're gonna be like, I'm gonna be on your side, and they go fight Yoru together. And Yoru's just that strong that they need the darkness devil or something to help them. It's twisty.
I would love it, but
I feel like
True.
isn't Fami scared at the end?
It's like she doesn't really. We don't see much of her expression.
And yeah.
Oh wait, you mean Fami? Well, I mean Fami is obviously scared.
No,
but the
I
Death
mean
Devil-
Death Fami.
No. Okay, let's see. So
She's like caught off guard at least. It's not part of her plan.
So we see her in this chapter. She's looking, and she says, "It seems he understands how dangerous this incoming devil is." And she's just looking up at the sky, and her mouth is slightly open. So it is like maybe she's like a little,
Yeah.
on edge. But,
Makima seemed a little calm. Even she was. Oh,
thank you.
I hit the microphone when I was trying to clap. Can you believe it? Hey, I don't want crickets. I just told a funny joke.
Oh,
I'm
there he goes.
not. Did he leave? My goodness.
He
I'm
left.
not
Yeah.
sure the true form of the Death Devil, but nobody so far can match the aura of the Darkness Devil. True. Fuck the Falling Devil. It's my birthday, y'all. Don't get to read it. It's my present. True.
Yeah,
Please somebody explain this chapter to me like I'm 12. I don't get it. I'm lost who is who. Thanks. Denjo wakes up. Explosion cause remembered Aki in my honest. They think he transformed because he's thinking about Aki?
No, I just don't. I don't know.
They murdered his
Unless someone
little
proofs the
daughter
panel,
and
the
cut her
panel
head
is,
off.
like identical. Like, yeah.
Did Yoshida really die? Can he not come back to life
Yeah.
like Denji? Of course he can.
Why
Nah,
would he?
he's fucking dead. At least that's my best. Good old Denjo. True. God, I wish that were me. What does that mean? Oh, because he got eaten by Chainsaw Man? That was sexy. I'm glad you're dead. Justice. Okay. Barum is... we hate Barum, guys. He's my favorite guy. Hey, it was the 19th leader. You look.
Excellent. In Japan, of course.
You know, there's also a panel where Denji remembers all the people he liked that died, and he remembers Reese.
I vaguely remember something like that.
He remembers
Wasn't she like a
Aki
big
and...
part of it?
She remembers... she gets like a page. He remembers Aki and Power, then he remembers Reese, then he remembers Naita, because Naita's dead at that point.
Yeah, I do remember this. I don't remember. This was like it was a long time ago, but I do remember this.
I think it was as they were going into the aging dimension, which was 3 weeks ago, I think. I don't see anybody talking about how weird this chapter is. Yes, you see it from multiple people that have just lost all of part all of part 2, but you don't see it from anyone else. Like, so Yoshida wasn't the bomb itself, just the detonator or switch. More on that later, maybe. Barum just going there, not in hybrid form, and because he's got a funny face, you fucking idiot. And what everybody just ignores, we drew the short end of the stick before he burns, is dead. These idiots need to reread Chainsaw Man. It's pretty obvious. Overall, both sisters
this person makes sense, I think.
Shut up, Illyri. We're not defending this guy.
Uh-huh.
Overall, both sisters looking surprised at Hell Doors appearing. Like, come on, why is it's Death talking about strong devils when she is Death? Because she's holding back her powers. Read the manga. Maybe her insides being gone make her weaker. This guy's stupid, Illyri.
I don't think so.
Are they in Hell? Did Hell come to Earth? No, they went to Hell. Me and Illyri just figured it out. It was only one building, you fucking idiot. Did Yoru go to Hell and nuked Hell to Earth? To Hell, get it? Huh? Yeah, man, too much stuff to go over with such short chapters. True, too short. But the biggest thing being Yoshida and Barum didn't both technically get manipulated by family. Also, please, Fujimoto, since 2 of the 4 Horsemen girls are there, Puchita is out and they're technically in Hell. Can we see them talk about their battle in Hell? I already said we're getting a Void flashback. Wait, I guess the response to this could have been interesting. He was a switch for turning Denji into... Shut up! No, he wasn't!
This is like ridiculous. I can't believe people think this.
Usually
it's
me and
obviously,
Illyri
like,
fight.
Barum. Like, yeah.
What does he mean? He's a bit more clear in Japanese, Illyri. My goodness, we both got stuck with the crappy roles, didn't we? Referring to their parts in the overall respective schemes of death and public safety.
Oh, yeah.
That have been... This is pretty important.
What else could this mean? What?
I'm not
sure.
Wait,
how else could you interpret we drew the short end of the stick?
They're a bunch of idiots, Illyri. We're on reddit.com/Chainsaw Man.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure Yoshida was even manipulated by famine. He seems to know what they were dealing with and shut up. Pretty shit episode apart from the arsehole coon being deleted. True.
Damn.
I love justice in my great manga.
Wait, is this new? What is this?
This was new. I do love the manga, but I hope in 15 years from now the anime will handle the pacing and fill in some of the gaps better. I'm going to lose my fucking mind on this pacing thing, and I would have agreed with it 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? Top or best? I don't remember. It's
Sure,
gonna be
why
the
not?
same
Let's
fucking
do
shit.
top. Yep.
Rest in piss.
Oh.
Say hi to Hitler. Oh, Hitler's coming next chapter. It's gonna be epic. That's a bad guy leader. Oh, but we all forgot
Crazy.
about him.
No, he got erased.
Yeah. Maybe he was just a different type of bad guy rather than a Nazi. Imagine being one of those people that were convinced Race would come back and just get this greasy asshole Lamau.
Sure. I mean, that is like a jerk. It's funny. Yeah.
We're putting this idiot here, leader, in S tier. You know where we're putting this dumb bitch? C
Probably
tier
A
at
tier, I
most.
don't know.
Fuck
C,
her.
damn. Yeah, until the movie comes out.
Nope. That's that. Well, that she's gonna be a D tier after that fucking thing. Ugh.
Mm.
I don't like these people, Leary. They're all stupid. Chainsaw Man folks not gonna be like this. That 1 minute of reading the chapter was a cinematic feast. Goddamn. Seems like shit is going crazy with Dennis almost instinctively He saw Barham.
Oh
And
my
all the
god! You know what
things
I
of them
want? I
lining up.
want
Fuji is
this
edging us
chapter.
for real.
I just want theories.
True.
That's all I want. Where are the
We
theories?
shouldn't have been on the
Oh my
thread
goodness.
then. Lamau Denji hates Barham so much they immediately. Oh my goodness, Leary, what a genius
wow.
this guy is.
There we go.
Oh. Is there going to be argumentation
Wait,
here
no.
about
What
how
are
it
the
was Yoshida?
replies? Yeah.
Seems like he was brought back of his own will. Death says he knows how dangerous the coming devil is. True. Pichita came out because he knows it's the only way to kill Barham for real is to erase his powers, which is hilarious to think about. I thought Denji transforms because Yoshi's death was the trigger. Has Denji lost someone close to him every time he's turned into Chainsaw Man Black? The first time it was after power, right? But Makima had to like coax him into it. What was it?
Well, the whole reason he turned into Chainsaw Man is because he has
broke
to
the
believe
contract.
he can't live a normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he submitted to Makima, right? He wanted to be her dog. Or was he thinking about how Power was dead after that? I just remember after Power dying, him being taken by the hand past like all the old people with like their heads chopped off all bowing to Makima or whatever, and then Kishibe shows up.
I think it was when public safety came and killed Makima, right? Like exploded the whole place, and then he like turned into Chainsaw Man, something like that.
Okay.
I think vaguely. I don't remember that much.
It doesn't work that way. Neither of them can.
Or -9.
Can just switch whenever they want. When their contract is broken, Pichita cease being Denji's heart and completely take it over his body. It is funny because it has just been more recently, like when Denji gets really mad, it's like the Hulk thing. Pichita comes out, but it still makes sense.
Well,
with the original,
no,
the original goal.
Yeah, the contract is what it is.
Yeah,
like even the contract is reinforced. I'm sure it's. Pretty sure it's mentioned a few times in part 2, like pretty recently.
It also, I think it's. I nearly said this earlier, but a thing that would be really interesting is like a compilation of all of the Pichita scenes where Pichita speaks.
Yeah.
Because didn't we have an argument about this one time? Little Pichita and Big Pichita are the same thing, right? Even though Big Pichita is like crazy and erratic and like evil, a lot of the times is like just cutting up like innocent people, whereas Little Pichita seems like a reasonable sort of like chibi little avatar who's talking to Power and is like, come on Power, you can do it, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're supposed to be like two sides of the same coin thing or something. Because Pichita did show up at a few times and speak. I remember him saying something interesting. It was something about normal life stuff, but I can't remember it right now specifically.
Yeah, he's like, you killed your dad or whatever. Like you can't live a normal life. Wasn't that him?
Somebody said that. I don't think Pochita might have said that, but I don't think that was the scene that I
like
remember.
okay. The one I'm thinking of is where he's like, you think how could you possibly after what you
Denji says
did, how
that
could you
to
live a normal life or
Pichita
something?
as the house is burning down, I think, but I don't think Pichita says that to him.
No,
Like
I think this is way later.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I'm
Hey, you
crying bro,
reread it.
Denji was on site with Barham. True. Let's see if we've got any great theories, Leader.
Yeah.
Controversial would have been fun, actually. Actually, I want to do like 2 of those. We're going to go flat.
True.
Somehow we haven't got a battery warning yet. I don't know how this is possible.
Yeah. Are we recording?
There's a little red dot. I hope so.
We'll see.
What purpose did they serve? I feel like half the shit going on, there's no sense to it. Read the manga, you oh, there we go, Leary. You fucking idiots. This is raw. Fujimoto forgot to cook, I guess. Oh, well. Another week of coping that this is
That's a
good when
comment.
it's just average. It was a good chapter, and
That's
Baram's death
subversion.
was great. I mean, it was funny, but this chapter really solidified for me that Fujimoto completely failed with Yoshida. What a waste of a character. Kill yourself. Yoshida sucks. Genuine dogshit ending to Yoshida's. Why wouldn't you just immediately
Bro,
cope
they-
that he's
they
still
thought that he was
alive?
alive.
I don't even like this fucking
Because
retard.
he's
Now I
not.
figured out that he's alive. Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
there's a tiny chance he's alive. But
Shut
these
the
people
fuck
are-
up.
no, he's-
True.
He's dead.
Fujimoto
Damn.
making Fujimoto making it seem like Denji gives half a shit about him. Denji doesn't give a fuck about Yoshida. For a second, he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, it was cool when we hung out."
Yeah,
He
exactly.
doesn't give a fuck. Or unearned comparisons to fuck Aki too. Oh my god, how dare Yoshida get compared to Aki? How about you get fucking actual taste and you don't like the fucking boring Sasuke moron? Not gonna lie, folks, this is ass. Later half of part 2, hair. What is that? What's the hair? Feels genuinely rushed and
Don't know.
unpolished, and I'm not talking about the art. Thank you. It feels like a
Real.
storyboard for the actual. These are less fun when I want to defend Chainsaw Man Part 2 elitery. What the fuck is this
Yes.
shit? Everything is so random, makes no sense. Read the manga! So Yoshida and Baron are both gone then, presumably. Neither of them are dead, you're stupid. I want to ask, what was the point of Baron as a character? He was really evil. Jesus Christ, get me some theories.
I mean, he was a. Baron's a good character. I like
Baron was fucking
He was cool.
hilarious, elitery. Did you see him smiling?
Yeah.
Guilt-trapped how Baron and Yoshida forced Pachita's return. They didn't do that. They forced the fucking hell. Read the manga. Oh my god, Illyri. Denji's theme in this arc. Kill
Wait.
me!
Wait.
Oh.
It would be kind of funny if only one of them had to die. Like they
But they both
went
straight
through
up.
the same
But
mission
Baron
thinking
saw
they
him
both had to
die
do it.
first, so that would be stupid.
Yeah, but no, but that's the joke, where he's like he thought that he would be enough to turn him into Chainsaw, but Denji didn't care about Yoshida enough.
So he had to
So
jump
Baron had
out.
to do it.
That would actually be great. That's the funniest thing of all
No
time.
way.
If it was like, oh, Yoshida, Denji
Yeah.
didn't give a fuck about Yoshida, and everybody thought they.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Fake Chainsaw Man and the Fire
Oh my
Devil made
goodness.
him realize how people have suffered because of his choices, and then he laughed about it 2 seconds later because he got a boner. Kill yourself. He's not getting character development. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Kill yourself.
Yes.
And now Denji sees no difference between his actions and the actions of Makima and Barum. Shut up! My role is to be a switch. Yoshida's last words carry a lot of meaning. For the start, the use of the word roll. Was it roll in Japanese? Yoshida referenced his mission as Denji's guard by calling it his assigned role. That was the name of the chapter earlier. Explaining how public safety hired him specifically for it. I already said that. By using the same word again, he's been the blame of his death in Denji as if because of you I have this role. True, he was blaming him. That's why he bought him pizza and said thank you. Calling himself a switch is no coincidence either. A detonator, something that switch means he is the bottom sometimes. What's the bottom say? Recently, Yoshida offered Famine a deal to cooperate with public safety. True, he did do that. Even knowing that she was the head of the Chainsaw Man Shogun, goes on the description as high as I meant. His rejection of her rejection of Yoshida to contract the second in command and join forces with Barum in a last attempt at salvation. He
Maybe.
was with Barum. No. Die. Theories. Where? Now. Battery's going flat. Oh my god, Rez choke earlier. Duality of survival and duty.
That's
oh
the one.
my
isn't it?
god.
Oh no.
How Fumiko and Yoshida take advantage of Denji. Oh, well, that was kind of funny in the second half. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. She's killing devil hunters as she gathers a devil army. This is true. This is like something they said last time. This was like my theory that like there's no devils in hell or something. Oh, what if all the humans go and live in hell now? This guy, literally, this sword guy, he's hilarious. We love that guy. Introducing, there's not a lot of theories here. Seems like Yoku Taro is enjoying Chainsaw Man. Who the fuck is Yoku Taro?
I don't know.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is not
cool.
safe for work. It looks like Behelitz or something. It looks like that Griffith art. That Skull Knight art. Okay, Chainsaw Man folk. I don't want to save this webpage.
What is...
Release party. What poll would you guys prefer to end the year? Oh my goodness.
What?
I read the chapters so quickly I can't enjoy them. True. Engagement ring Chad versus Virgin.
It's a promoted. What
oh,
is
it's
this?
a promoted. Could have been Chainsaw Man. If Chainsaw Man was
Yeah, that is
gender swapped,
true.
everybody would actually criticize Genji's groomers and actually kill yourself this moment. Remember when, like, 2 chapters after the hand job, Denji's remembering it like it was the greatest moment of his life? Anyway, what's your favorite sequence of panels in this manga? Not that one. Denji, the most satisfying fact is Chainsaw Man is that Makima felt every second of this shit. True.
Uh-huh.
Is she scared? Oh, that's what I said. Oh, this is going to be a theory about what's
ambiguous.
happening, O'Leary. This is our post. Some serious shit. It's a text here, no?
Wow.
Can't wait to see what is next week. True, O'Leary. Holy shit, it's the hiatus devil.
Real.
You think that was funny? It's Keisha Bay.
That's
Now, that
very
would be
funny.
epic. Same energy. True. Are we sweat scaling the Death Devil? True. That's a good barometer if you're doing power scaling. That's kind of funny. I think it's the new Control Devil.
Theory.
Well, I already said that, punk. When a devil dies on Earth, they get reborn in hell. That's true. But Makima got reborn in hell and then died immediately, so that was crazy. She's scared because she's death, famine is with her, and the War Devil is approaching. With control returning, it means the horse and her. Oh, it would be interesting. 2 sisters on each side. And Yoru's hanging out with the new Nayata, and Denji's not going to like that. My goodness. The prophecy must be fulfilled. I think that's rain, not sweat, but it's definitely...
Yeah, it's ambiguous.
That's funny. She's afraid of Fujimoto's cooking. Very funny. I was possibly scared the incarnation of death. Nostradamus thing. It is true. They did do that future thing, right? Everybody's going to die or something. She's been
100% of humanity.
Scared the entire time she was in the manga. Edit, oh shit, that ain't Fami in that picture. True.
Oh my god.
I think she's scared, but not of the devil, but rather the coming day of the day of prophecy. Nothing can convince me otherwise. Little D is a total fraud. It's true. When she saw her face, saw a big D. That's pretty funny, O'Leary. Do you know how long until the prophecy date? Add spoiler
it's
tag.
today, yeah.
True, brother. I'm getting spoiled right now by this image. What do we want to lead RE? Oh no, they're making Barum jokes.
I mean, yep.
Bring back Baron to kill him for good. Fujimoto, I kneel. I hated him so much. He
he was like a Chainsaw Folk icon, I think, right?
Barum.
Like they really liked him, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like character popularity poll, manga arc poll. Let's do that one. International Assassins. Oh, the polls just disappear on Reddit right now, and so you have to refresh. Yeez, idiots! Didn't we already do this?
Oh, come on! Yeah, we just did.
Villain/antagonist popularity poll. Barum #1. True. We love this guy now. Eating apples. Togata, like Togata. My goodness, the greatest Fujimoto character. Barum #1. Dick Rider. Literally 10 out of 10 chapter. But he died. 14 days and it's this short. He better be leaving this cliffhanger here so when he drops the new Devil's design, it's actually so fucking mental. Because, damn, this was a way too short. When I saw the double spread, I thought... It could be the Nuke Devil, right? It would have just been invented and it would be in hell.
No way.
It just wouldn't be that strong, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I don't see that happening.
All right, so Flamethrowers got erased.
I mean, we don't know this. It's too... Who knows?
Just flamethrower hybrids.
But
remember, Chainsaw Man ate the devil that gave them their names. So he ate Devil Man, of course.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't erase that. It would erase that thing that was erased Flamethrower Edition. Ain't no way it was Barum what? True.
Yeah, oh, wait, they think that he caused the explosion.
Oh.
I mean, we still don't know what caused the explosion. It could have been him. I don't know.
Yoshida, I don't know. Who cares? Me, but who cares? He erased, but not dead. Barum will make a strong comeback. That would be funny if somehow he was erased but not dead, because they can't die. Denji's really such a low point where he instantly got cheated at the death of a male friend. Also, shut up! It wasn't because of that.
Yep.
This chapter is actually peak though. Glad. Were you gonna say, is it ironic?
No, I was gonna say, is there a chance the person descending is Barum? But no, there's just no chance.
That would be 10 out of 10 greatest moment in Chainsaw Man history. Oh no, because he didn't die, and you don't get.
It's just his reincarnation.
Yes, but if you get eaten, you don't get reincarnated. What does she
Yeah.
even do? Useless bum. Oh no, they don't like Fammy. Ready for
Oh.
the strong Ree's turn. She's not coming through that fucking door. I'll kill myself if she comes through that fucking door. Yeah, always disappointed in this manga. I thought Baron was dead, though. How is he still alive? True.
True.
Don't laugh. I would have said that. Poor Dennis plus
Uh-huh.
No, I wouldn't have remembered that his head came off. I would have thought he was just sitting somewhere. Poor Dennis, the explosive chapter coming. Damn, this chapter was a pager. True, it was shorter, Leader. You can't deny that one.
Yeah, this feels like the shortest chapter in part 2 to me.
Well, Leary, we
It
got to
happened
end,
so
right?
quickly.
So, say your outro.
right. Thanks everyone. I hope you leave a bunch of great comments.
This was a
telling us all of your
monumental
theories.
Chainsaw Man discussion here this evening.
It was.
Alira, you got a week
I'm on the
to
edge of my
read
seat
all
for
the
who the
chapters I
great King
read.
of Terror will be.
Not
True.
that. It was monumental because I read Chainsaw Man Part 2. Who cares about the actual content?
Indeed. Yes.
Well, we're
so
not
everyone
doing...
leave a comment.
True, leave a comment. Give us your theories. We figured it out. Miller the Killer, I don't know what's so difficult about that. Maybe if you paid attention, you read the manga. Now,
Yep.
we're not doing Sherlock, Alira, so don't tell them to look forward to that, okay?
That's up to you.
Perhaps. I watched one episode. Anyway, I'm going flat, everybody. So we're doing an outro. We'll see you back in 7 days. Did you know I haven't uploaded a secondary ENT video in 2 weeks, Leary? The last one was this Chainsaw Man thing.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy. My goodness, it's starting to become like ordinary RE over here. Anyway, Leary, hit him with that outro button.
Support links in the description below. Thanks.
Arigato gozaimashita.